How do you deal with parent confrontation? I remember one Sunday when the head teacher in a room radioed me to come over because there was a child that was sick. And so as I went to the classroom, I could tell within just a couple seconds that this child had pink eyes. There was a bright red color in their eyeballs. And so we paged the parents. So when I asked the teacher, so why did you let the child come in? She goes, well, the dad said that she was just sick and she had a fever in her eye. And I looked at the teacher and went, yeah, that's what pink eye is, right? And so when the dad came in to pick up her child, I just let him know. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, but we're not going to be able to let your child stay here. And he got all upset. He got a little confrontational because he wanted to be able to lead his child and go to service. And I just went, you know what? For the safety of the other kids in here, we're not going to be able to let them stay. You're going to have to take them home. And I would recommend maybe go see a doctor or something. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if it's pink eye or not, but I just have to make sure we take care of the other kids. And so they're welcome to come back once they feel better, but not today. And I had to smile and let them go. And in that moment, I realized I had to deal with a confrontative parent. And it was a great opportunity to teach our team how to do it as well. So how do you deal with confrontation with a parent? If you've been in kids ministry for any amount of time, you've had to have a face-to-face discussion with a parent that was probably not happy with a confrontation that was occurring. And for a lot of people in leadership, they try to avoid those situations. But part of what we do in kids ministry is we have to have those tough conversations. And so I want to take just a minute and talk to you about what those parents are feeling through that time. When there's a confrontation that's occurring, what's going on in their minds. And I think usually there's one of four things that happen. The first one is they're confused. Maybe they don't understand why you have rules and policies and what's in place, and they've never been informed of those things. There's a confusion that's occurring. Take the time to explain them. Let them know why we do things the way we do, that there is a process in place, and we're not just singling out their child. The second thing is sometimes they're annoyed. They've got other places they want to be. They want to be doing something else. They're annoyed that they're being confronted in this situation. They want to be somewhere else. You know what? Help them understand the patience of this and explain it accordingly. Sometimes you just got to let them vent, blow up, and then when they're settling down, explain what's going on. The third thing is sometimes they're just embarrassed. Like what's occurred is a little embarrassing for them, and now they're being pointed out. They didn't like that their number got put up on the screen or they got a text. And in the midst of that embarrassment, it's so good just to pull them off to the side, talk to them one-on-one, let them know that it's going to be okay, bring down their nerves a little bit, and help them through that situation. And the fourth one is we have some entitled parents out there. No matter what discussion you have, they think the rules don't apply to them. You know what I'm talking about, right? In that kind of situation, you just got to stick to your guns. You got to hang on to what those rules are and best practices are, why we follow them, and stick to them, even if it makes them a little bit upset. So let me encourage you, as you're having that discussion with that parent, with that grandparent that's coming in, and it turns quickly into a confrontational type situation, then just take a few minutes, listen to them, explain the reasons why we do things, allow them to vent a little bit, and then de-escalate the situation. Maybe pull them off to the side and have a conversation, let them know, hey, it's okay. We still love you. You're still welcome back. We just have to handle this particular situation. And sometimes you got to stick to your ground. Okay, you got to hold on to what those best practices and policies are, and you got to tell them, oh, sorry, but we're going to do it this way because we know why we do it. Whatever that situation is, you're going to have confrontation. When you have it, extend grace, extend mercy. Make sure you're doing the right thing. Make sure they leave knowing that they're still loved, that they're still accepted, they're still part of the church family. But there's a reason why we have things and the reason why we do certain things. And as you do that, remember to keep your kids' ministry fresh.